All right, Foster, 7 minutes or less. Meth, we're going to talk about it. We see a lot about it. How's it made? What's it made? We see it every freaking day, it seems like. It's a stimulant. It's onset slower than cocaine, but lasts longer. It's much cheaper than cocaine. It's a central nervous and stimulant. It releases serotonin, dopamine at the nerve terminals, if you like all the physiology of it. It induces euphoria, alertness, decreased appetite, sense of increased energy. This all sounds good if we can control it and titrate it and not abuse it. It uses up your stores of neurotransmitters. Then you feel afterwards feeling depletion, sluggish, or withdrawal from it. And that's the trouble. They try to get the initial high, and they just try to repeat that initial high, and they can't, and they just get addicted. We've all seen that. Increases heart rate, increases blood pressure, hypertension, cardiac arrhythmias, anxiety, paranoia. I think we've all seen that. Hallucinations, we've all seen that. Psychotic behavior. Eventually depression and exhaustion. Last 2 to 4 hours. Usually the half-life can be up to 24 hours, so it's difficult. We don't know who made it, what kind of concentration. How much? 1 gram is about the size of a sweet and low or a sugar packet you get at the restaurants. It's approximately about $100 in Vegas. That was about 2 years ago. You could probably use this once or twice. Unfortunately, that size makes about 6 to 10 pounds of toxic waste. So, very dangerous. There's many forms. There's powder, there's crystal form, crystal meth, there's rocks, there's tablets. It can be smoked. It's just easy to transfer around as opposed to cocaine in a powder. Ingredients of meth, usually ephedra and pseudoephedrine. All these need, as far as I know, all need anhydrous ammonia. Then you can add acetone, lithium, toluene, hydrochloric acid. But most need this ammonia. And some places even stop selling anhydrous ammonia, which is I'm not sure I'm saying that right, as a fertilizer. So some places you can't even buy fertilizer anymore. It may be a good idea to limit that product. I come from a farming community. You just buy it down at the local store. You can see all this stuff. Big warehouses and outdoors. Unfortunately, it's by a water source. It contaminates the water banks. Different ways to make it. You can Google different ways. Here's a picture of crystal meth. It's easy transported. It's easy to get around. You can put it in your pocket. You can hide it pretty easily. Here's the powder form. It's more a little difficult to get around. Obviously, you can melt the powder form, injectable form. We've seen complications of all these. Ice, what they call, is a type of form that gives off vapors when heated, which can intoxicate you up to 14 hours. They kind of heat this, and it kind of pops and cracks. Looks like shattered glass. Usually you smoke it, like in a bong-like substance. 1 gram is 10 to 25 hits. So different meth labs. You've seen these. These are just pictures of, labs. You can manufacture meth from different products where, cocaine and heroin are actually pure substance. Cocaine comes from a coca leaf. Heroin's a plant. A little less waste. So if you want the purer form, take those. Coke and heroin usually, coke's more expensive, heroin's not. Different chemicals in meth, I don't think you need to know all this, but anhydrous ammonia, once again, key ingredient. If we get rid of that, limit that, would probably help, unless you're a farmer, I think I had a private pesticide license when I was a kid. We could buy certain stuff. Making meth, you take reduction ephedrine, or pseudoephedrine, you play it in alcohol, and you put in hydrogen chloride, then you mix it. It's just a process. Remember, every pound of meth can make up to 5 pounds of waste. So a pound of meth can make up to 5 pounds of toxic waste. We spend millions of dollars trying to fight this. We've all seen the crank bug. What do they call that? Delusional parasitosis or something when they're picking at themselves. We've all seen meth mouth. We can test for it, but usually gone in 3 days in urine. So 3 to 5 days in urine. Different forms. False positive, Ritalin, ephedrine. Seem like a lot of these people on Ritalin on purpose. I don't know. You can see different things can make it positive. So we got to be careful not everybody with a positive amphetamine test means they're on meth. People say you can beat the meth test. Here's stuff we can do. Overdose, I think you all know these. Sweaty, fast heart rate, breathing fast, confusion, hyperactivity. We should get a Chem 18, CK, maybe a chest x-ray, EKG, of course, aspirin levels, of course, don't forget. Looking for renal failure, kidney failure, rhabdomyolysis. You know, we do dispo and we watch them, and then, psych, admit. Withdrawals, of course, just the opposite. You get muscular aches, abdominal pain, chills, tremors, hunger, apathy, fatigue, sluggishness, depression. Can't feel pleasure anymore.